Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. My name is Ginger Pierce, and I'm a travel professional with Marvelous Mouse Travels. Welcome to episode one of my brand new podcast, Cup of Travel. I'm so excited to get started. I've kind of been playing around with the idea of getting into podcasting for a while and finally just decided it was time. So, Cup of Travel was born as an opportunity for us all to grab our favorite beverage and just sit down and talk about what is going on in the world of travel. But for this first episode, I just wanted to kind of let you get to know me a little bit better and tell you my backstory about how I came to be in this industry, but also maybe answer some general questions you might have about working with a travel agent. Because I think there are a lot of misconceptions about travel agents out there, and I would love to be able to clear some of that up, but also just let you get a window into how this process works if you're interested. So like I mentioned before, I'm with Marvelous Mouse Travels. I actually just celebrated my seventh anniversary with the agency, which is crazy. It does not feel like it has been that long at all. I also have a background as a classroom teacher. Just kind of, I guess, about 7.5 years ago, just kind of wanted something professionally that I could kind of be in charge of, that I could be in charge of how fast it grew or what I was able to accomplish within it. And so my husband and I had taken our kids to Disney for the first time and had the most magical vacation with them. Obviously, Evan and I had grown up going to the parks as kids, but when you see it through your children's eyes, I feel like it's so much more special even than when you're experiencing it as a child. And so, as we were planning that vacation, I just loved the planning process and everything that went into it. I researched a ton. It's just kind of my personality. I do that with everything. And so as a result of that, a bunch of my friends who were going would be asking me for advice and tips for planning their vacations. So I was kind of planning vacations for people, casually, unprofessionally at the time. And finally, my sister-in-law was actually like, "Why don't you do this professionally? Like, there are people whose whole job is to just plan vacations for people." So I started kind of looking into agencies and how you get qualified and trained to be an agent. Came across an article that had been done, like an interview that had been done with our agency owner, Carrie. That's how I found out about Marvelous Mouse Travels. So I knew that in order to get someone to take a chance on me as a travel agent, that I needed to come up with a way that I was going to set myself apart. And the way that I decided I was gonna do that was that I was gonna try to grow a YouTube channel, because when I was, planning our vacations, I was often researching through YouTube, and so I was like, I don't see, a ton of travel agents out there at the time on YouTube. Now, obviously, that has changed, over the past 7 years, but I saw a need in the industry for someone to kind of do a little bit of video marketing, and so I created a pitch video. I sent it in to our agency owner and just kind of told her my plan for how I was going to try to grow this business. And she took a chance on me, and I'm super grateful. And so, over the past 7 years, I have gotten the opportunity to plan hundreds of vacations for almost 1,000 different clients. It's crazy. I also have gotten the opportunity to experience some really great things, to be trained on site by our vendors, to get specialized training and mentorship from them, to be trained by other agents within our agency. I actually now even serve on the training team for our Steps to Success program. I helped develop that program along with the other ladies that you see in this photograph. This is now an national award winning training program where we help brand new agents set up their own businesses for success. So it has just been such an incredible journey to see how this business has grown over the years. I've made such incredible friends as a part of this agency and have just seen it enrich our lives in so many different ways. So hopefully you can tell that I'm passionate about what I do. I absolutely love working with clients. I love getting to know them. I love playing a role in setting them up to be able to make memories with their families. I love when they come back to me and tell me about their trip and the experiences that they have. I love when I get to see families grow. There have been instances where I have booked couples' honeymoons and now I get to book their vacations with their children. It's such a special thing to be a part of people's vacation memories because I think for a lot of us, some of the most treasured memories that we have from our childhoods are memories of travel. And so to have people place their trust in me and allow me to be a part of that process is just something that I don't take for granted. And it's something that I treasure and value and always try to treat my clients' vacations with the same level of care that I would treat my own. So that's a little bit about kind of my background of how I came to be in this industry. I am married, obviously. I mentioned my husband earlier. We have two kids. Our kids are now 13 and 9. We've been taking them to the parks since our youngest was a baby. So just I've kind of experienced traveling, with kids ranging all the way from diapers up to now my son's a teenager, which is nuts. And I can't think about it too much or I'll cry. But have really experienced the world of travel through a parent's eyes at almost every stage. And it's been really great to get to kind of take my husband and kids along for that journey with me too. So I specialize in a couple of different destinations. I specialize in all Disney destinations, which means that I book both Disney parks on both coasts, Disneyland and Walt Disney World. I also book Disney's Alani Resort and Spa in Hawaii. I can book Adventures by Disney guided travel, which is guided tours on 6 different continents, an incredible approach to international travel. It is not, Mickey themed or anything like that. It's just the customer service that you experience from Disney and expect from Disney applied to guided international travel and just those incredible opportunities to make treasured memories with your family. I also, as part of Disney Destinations, book Disney Cruise Line. Love Disney Cruise Line. It is my family's favorite cruise line. This is from our cruise on the Disney Wish, which is probably at this point in time my favorite ship. We'll see when the Disney Destiny sails if that changes. But as of right now, I absolutely love the Disney Wish. I also specialize in Universal parks and resorts on both coasts. So the brand new Epic Universe that just opened, I have been very fortunate in that I have actually gotten to visit twice. I was able to visit with our agency as part of a preview, and then I booked and went back with my family for my husband and I's 40th birthday celebration. That was our present to each other because we both turned 40 this year. I also book Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. In fact, our agency was just named Partner of the Year, Southeast Partner of the Year, with Royal Caribbean, as well as Automation Partner of the Year. So we have a great relationship with them. We also book or I also book Sandals and Beaches resorts. So I have a select niche of the destinations that I'll book, and that's just so that I can give my clients the level of expertise that they deserve. I don't book everything because I don't feel like I can know everything. So I really try to stick to destinations that I know really well and vendors that I have a great relationship with so that if I need to tap into those relationships and advocate for my clients, that I'm able to do that on the level that I would want to be able to. So that's a little bit about myself and my business. Let me tell you just some general information about Marvelous Mouse Travels. Marvelous Mouse Travels is an earmarked platinum authorized Disney vacation planner. And what that means is that we are recognized by Disney as having an exceptional level of customer service, as being experts in their vacation products. We're trained by them. We have a certain sales level with them in order to qualify for that status. We are also a diamond level U preferred agency with Universal. We're actually the first agency ever to hit that elite status. We are also, like I mentioned, Automation Partner of the Year and Southeast Partner of the Year with Royal Caribbean. We're also a preferred agency with Sandals and Beaches Resorts. So there are a lot of travel agents out there in the world. And that's one reason why the agency that they're with matters so much. You need to know that you have a certain level of expertise from your agent. And one way that you can know that is your agent with a reputable agency. And I am just so incredibly blessed to be part of the Marvelous Mouse Travels family because we're recognized as a leader in the industry. And that is credit to the incredible team of agents that I work alongside and just the hard work that they have all put into growing their businesses. Now, if you're wondering kind of just in general, okay, well, what do travel agents do? How much is it going to cost me? That's where I'll go next. So, travel agents, at least me, not all travel agents. I'm sure there are some who do charge planning fees, but at our agency, we don't. We are able to offer our clients concierge level vacation planning services completely free of charge. And the way that we're able to do that is because every vendor, whether it is Disney, whether it is Universal, every vendor builds the cost of a travel agent's commission into the price of the vacation, but they do that whether you book it through an agent or not. So let's say, for instance, you want to go to Disney World. If you go on Disney's website and you book that vacation package, you're going to pay the exact same amount you would pay if you booked it with me. But if you book it on Disney's website, they just keep the agent commission for themselves and you do all of the planning and customer service legwork yourself. Whereas if you book with a travel agent, Disney will pay that commission to me and I will service your reservation. So here are some of the things I do. I monitor for discounts for my clients. So if better pricing comes out after they've booked, I go in and I apply that for them. I also keep up with all of their deadlines and booking windows, when their final payment date is, when they can book activities, or when they can book dining, depending on what the vacation is. I keep track of all of that. I send reminders. I often will book dining reservations and experience reservations for my clients if they ask me to. I provide them with detailed touring tips for their vacation destination. So if they're going to an all inclusive, I'm providing them with information about travel requirements. Same thing with a cruise. I'm providing them with information about each of their ports and things like that. And for the parks, I'm giving suggested strategies and itineraries of how I think they should try to work through or walk through the parks. So I'm constantly there for my clients, but I'm also there to provide them with customer service if something goes wrong. You know, if nobody's perfect, flights can get delayed. There can be mistakes at the front desk of a hotel. Like there's any number of things that can go wrong on a vacation. And rather than my clients having to handle that on their own, I'm there in their corner to handle that for them. So when you think about it, when you book a vacation direct, you're really paying for a service that you're not getting to take advantage of. So if you want to get the most out of your vacation and get the most bang for your buck, it really makes sense to book it through a travel agent. Also, sometimes we offer extra perks to our clients that they can't get booking direct. For instance, with Universal, with 2 or more day tickets, even if you're not staying on site, we can offer you early park admission, which is typically something that only on site guests can get. Oftentimes, we will have access to special pricing with Royal Caribbean, or sometimes we'll even offer incentives for theme parks or for Disney Cruise Line through our own agency. So we have opportunities to potentially save you some money or get you some additional perks by booking with us. So hopefully that has answered any questions that you might have about what travel agents do. In terms of how it works to book with me, it's really simple. If you're interested, you just visit my blog, which you can find at gingermmt.com. And when you visit my blog, up in the upper left-hand corner, there is a quote form. It says get a free quote. And you can just click that and it'll link to my online form. You can tell me the dates you're interested in, what your travel party looks like, where you want to go, any specific requests you have. And then I will get back to you within 24 hours. If it's over the weekend, it'll be the next business day But I'll get back with you, send you some options. You can ask me any questions that you have or ask for updates to those quotes. And then if you find a package that you're interested in, all of the terms and conditions and deposits and everything like that are identical to if you were to book direct. All of your funds go directly to the vendor. So if you're interested, the first step would be to just visit me at gingermmt.com and fill out that quote form. Or if you just have general questions about working with me and what it looks like and the services I offer, you can always shoot me an email at ginger@marvelousmousetravels.com. But I thank you all so much for watching and or listening to this first episode of Cup of Travel. I'm really excited to start to dive into some more specific topics in our future episodes, and I hope that you will continue to tune in and to hang out with me so that we can enjoy our cup of travel together.